to my channel. I want to share with you an experience that I have found out by trial and error, and that is
what it's like to own a fish. A fish.
I had to find out the hard way. When you have a goldfish, you can't keep your goldfish in a bowl. They do not have enough oxygen when they're in the bowl. Have your goldfish in at least 10 gallons per goldfish. And one goldfish equals 10 gallons of water. When they use the bathroom, it lets out a lot of ammonia, and that becomes toxic to the fish. So that's why they say goldfish don't last long, is actually because they're probably not in the right environment. 2, never put your goldfish in cold water. Although goldfish can be somewhat hardy fish, which means they can withstand a lot and they're survivors, which my fish has been a straight survivor. I put my goldfish once in cold water because I was, for the first few days, using bottled water, and that became pretty expensive. One morning I had the idea, why not use outside tap water from the water hose? Being a first time fish owner, I didn't know that it would affect my fish. And I came in, I saw my fish laying on its side and it wasn't moving. So my first reaction was, like I was a little bit nervous. So I ran over to the fish and I instantly took it out of the water, because then I realized, okay, I wasn't sure, but yes, the water temperature from outside was too cold for my fish. So I took it, I put it back in this small bowl. I used bottled water like this, and I just, for my body heat, I wanted my body heat to warm up the fish. And then I put it in the sun so that way the fish water and the fish could kind of thaw out or come out of shock. So the fish survived that. I even dropped the fish in the sink. One morning, I'll take the fish, take it out of the larger bowl, and I'll pour it in here in this bowl temporarily while I'll wash out this one. Taking the fish out and pour it into the smaller bowl as I do. The fish never comes out on the first pour, okay? But this time, the fish decided to come out on the first pour. It just happened so quick. And I see the fish and it falls in the sink. If you're gonna use the sink, well, you are gonna use the sink. But make sure they use the sink with the stopper. The fish is in my bathroom sink. And I'm like, I didn't even think about it, think twice. I just went in real quick, grabbed the fish, threw it back in the bowl. I'm like, oh my God, the fish survived that. And the funny thing about it is whenever I talk to my friends on the phone, I tell them about the fish, the first thing they say is that fish still alive? And I agree. After 4 weeks of everything that my fish has gone through, I decided if that fish is still surviving, so I figured if this fish can survive everything that this fish has gone through, this fish deserves a home. So now that the fish is waiting its home, which over the past few days, I think the fish knows that it's about to move to its new permanent location, a luxurious home. It's been swimming around and acting so excited. I think that fish knows. So what I had to wait for was for the fish tank to do a cycle. What you do when you first set up your tank is you fill up your tank. When you let your tank cycle, that's letting all the filtration system run. It's filter out, let everything run through. Oh, then I put in my water conditioner. After the tank cycle, it's been over a week, but on the, how many days after? I think, like, I had everything set up on a Sunday, and on a Wednesday, the pet store said everything came out. It was a little bit alkaline, but that's okay. I thought alkaline was good, because alkaline water is good for us. On the third day, all the levels, and when they did the test strip, everything came back fine. So I came home and I noticed that the fish tank was cloudy. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, is it already dirty? What has to happen is something called a bacterial bloom. So once you set up your fish tank for the first time, all the water starts to set in and starts, I don't know exactly the process. I kind of looked it up a little bit and understand that it's just a natural bacterial environment. So it's good bacteria that starts to form into your tank, because once the fish get in there, they start you know, excreting or pooping and peeing, that turns to ammonia. So it's like a cycle of it's good bacteria. So what it does is it turns all these toxins and harmful waste into oxygen, or can't explain it too well because I don't know. So it happened on, let's say, Thursday. Now that all that's happened, and today is the 9th or 10th day that I've had my fish tank on and it's been cycling, I'm ready to put the fish in the new home, but I'm kind of nervous. I am nervous but ready. So let's put Goldie Swim A Lots in her tank. All right, you guys, this is the last time that you will be in a bowl